Hello everyone, so I just wanted to make a little video about how I feed my son and what I've been feeding my son. I have a 1-year-old baby and I've gotten quite a lot of questions on how I'm able to feed him while living in the United States. As many as you guys know, the United States is not the best place to find good food. It's very hard to find good food out here and healthy food at that to feed your baby. So basically, I do the best that I can with the things that I've been given. So I knew that the first foods that I wanted to give to my baby were going to be a mix of foods that I grew up with and also nutrient-rich foods. So the first food that I decided to give my baby was miso shiro soup and 100% grass-fed liver. Liver I purchased at the equivalent of a Sprouts and a Whole Foods by our house. It's a store that's kind of like a mixture between both of those. So I trusted the brand. And the miso soup is what I got from 99 Ranch Market. It is a huge Asian, basically grocery store chain. It has everything that you could need, that you could want to get your baby on the Japanese diet. So from there, I was able to get the cabbage, the nori, and most importantly, the dashi broth that I cannot live without in order to make his miso soup. I also julienned some carrots to put in there just so he could have a taste of both. And how I cooked the liver was I basically grounded it up to fine, almost like sand texture, so that he was able to eat it and swallow it and digest it. It was almost like a powder substance when I was done with it, and I served that with the miso soup, and I just had him eating the same thing repetitively for about, I would say, 6 weeks straight. And after the 6 weeks was up, I introduced him to fish. Now, my son has had salmon, he has had mackerel, he's even had sashimi, and I've even introduced him to eel here at home. So at our 99 Ranch Market, they also offer kata kata oranges and a variety of other vegetables that I'm used to, that I grew up with myself. This is also when I want to mention that we live right near a farmer's market as well. So I've been getting fruits and vegetables also from our farmer's market. So the first oranges that he tried that he liked were actually not even from the farmer's market. They were from the 99 Ranch Market, and that was the kata kata orange, and he really took to those. So I basically pair whatever I get from the farmer's market with what I get from 99 Ranch Market. So from the farmer's market, I usually get our eggs that are farm fresh that I've been pairing with natto for him in the morning. And I also get a series of fruits that I like to try, and vegetables as well from there. Now, after I introduced him to fish was when I really started getting into breakfast, lunch, and dinner for him, and feeding him a balanced diet of all of these things. And how I'm able to feed my baby on a Japanese diet while living in the US. The first fruits that I purchased from the farmer's market, my son actually didn't like. I tried Asian pears, and we have a baby food processor. I processed those in there. And I also got apples. So what I do is I blend stores and I use what I have around me. So I like to use a blend of both the Asian market, and I like to use the farmer's market. Since they both go hand in hand so well, I like to gather ingredients at one place and then get the other ingredients that I need at the other place. For instance, if I get eggs from my farmer's market because I like to use the local farmer that we have there, then I will end up going to the Asian store to get the natto and the okra and other things that I'm using inside of my meals, because they go hand in hand together. So that's one bit of advice that really helps if you want to get your baby on a very good diet, is to know the stores and utilize them around you. Utilize the farmers markets, utilize the stores that you The fish I usually get from 99 Ranch Market because they have so many varieties of the things that he is used to eating. Funny enough, the first fruits that I tried to get my son on were the Asian pears and also some Fuji apples that happened to be in season. And I apologize, my son's toy's going off. He did not end up liking either, so that's when we went to the Asian store of ours and got the kata kata orange. That's when we decided to go to our Asian mart at the 99 Ranch Market, and he just devours the kata kata oranges because they only carry it at the Asian markets. So my son has already had soba noodles, my son has already had curry, my son has had fish, he's had all kinds of things that I've been able to cook at home. So the 99 Ranch Market comes in clutch because it tends to have the things that the farmers market and the Whole Foods does not have. Things like daikon radish, things like the Tomo Foods. We love their fermented fruits and vegetables that they have as well. Just from shopping at a variety of 3 stores, we were able to keep up his diet, and I am so thankful for that. Here soon, I'm also going to try to make him some Guianese stews. I'm also part Guianese, so I'm going to be starting to get into the coconut milk and stews, but I'm trying to introduce one cuisine at a time. But I cannot wait to do that because, again, our Asian store carries so much stuff for the stews and for things like that. But yeah, that's just a little bit of how I'm able to feed my son the Asian diet while we are living here in the USA. Obviously, it's gonna be nothing compared to like how my father grew up, but this is how I try to give my son the same upbringing that my family was able to get. We also carry organic miso, which I love to use every single morning for his miso soup. The tofu, so many different types of tofu. Things like kimchi, the quail eggs. Sometimes I like to use quail eggs as opposed to using the farm fresh eggs that we get from our farmers market because I like to put the quail eggs inside of his okonomiyaki for him so that it adds just a little bit more protein. Nori, pickled cucumbers, and also a variety of other different things that they have there that you will not find at a restaurant. These things work hand in hand. The Asian store tends to have things that the farmers market does not. So if you live near an Asian market of any sorts, you're gonna wanna use that for the base of all of your foods. That's where we get his dashi broth. That's where we get the milkfish, the salmon, basically all of the fish that he loves. We get it from there. I've even made katsudon for my son, and I've gotten all the ingredients with the exception of some from the farmer's market from there as well. Like I said, the place that we get his meat from is the equivalent to a Sprouts. So basically, I use that to get chicken. If I'm making chicken katsudon, then I will get the chicken from there. And then from the Asian mart, I will go over there and I will get the panko. And from my farmer's market, like I said before, we already have our eggs from there. So they work hand in hand. Honestly, if I'm being honest, the 99 Ranch Market I cannot live without just because of the fact that it holds like so much of the foods that you want to incorporate inside of a well-balanced diet, especially if you're trying to feed your baby on a Japanese diet like me. He tends to lean more towards the savory than the sweet, so there's very few fruits that my son liked. So the fact that he ate the kata kata oranges, I took that as a winning sign. So it's not impossible to do. It's actually fairly easy to do if you utilize what's around you. So that's the number one thing, just utilize what's around you. And it is possible. It is possible. Hope you guys have a blessed day and thank you so much.